What's up? This is my second review. Today we're going to be reviewing The Long Walk with my homie Gabe. And Leah's going to be getting a tattoo for her birthday during it. So it should be a pretty awesome video. The Long Walk, first thoughts, initial, it was amazing. I mean, definitely, I think between Sinners and The Long Walk, those are like probably my two favorite movies I've seen this year. I feel like they explored the plot in every way I personally wanted to. There wasn't a ton of screen time like wasted on unimportant flashbacks. I think there was like one flashback in the whole movie. Super amazing. Any initial thoughts, Gabe?
It was awesome. I really liked the bonding of all the guys during the journey of the long walk. I feel like that's like the whole movie almost, is them just like talking and like getting to know each other and like whatchamacallit, trying to like fill their time and like distract themselves from like the pain that I'm sure their feet were in and shit like that.
Yeah, it felt like all the dialogue was really important. Like by like halfway through the movie, if not sooner, you really care about all the characters. Like none of the characters you see are you like, fuck that guy, like I really want him to die. I mean, maybe one of them. I mean, there's maybe a few hateable characters, but what I'm saying is like they all, I don't know. They do a really good way of uniquely portraying all these characters and how they kind of fit together and how they all have their own ways that they're trying to get through this crazy journey together. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's definitely awesome seeing the different ways that they get pushed to their physical limits in the movie. I feel almost like it's almost a body horror in a way, seeing their feet get messed up. People die over having to take shits. People die during taking a shit. Those parts are insane. Or the way that one dude's ankle is like fucked. Also, I felt like there was a lot of really good foreshadowing. Like the guy, when his ankle was messed up, you could tell the scene or two before that he was like moving really weird. And the same thing when that one dude was getting sick, before they announced that he was sick in the background, you kept on seeing him cough and stuff like that. Super great foreshadowing. All the deaths were insanely satisfying, even though probably the goriest ones were the first few. I feel like none of the at least characters that got good dialogue did they ever feel like they just kind of died off camera or anything like that. It all was really in your face, even if they were kind of far away when they shot them. Very amazing. And then some of my favorite parts were when they would try and attack the guards. I fucking loved how the Indian dude finally shot that guard. That part was awesome, but it I don't know, it kind of bothered me how he didn't immediately shoot that other guard. I do understand that he was supposed to be like super delirious and super, I don't know, out of his mind from not having slept and stuff, but they also were having like really, I don't know, deep conversations and stuff. But his character, I guess it did kind of foreshadow that he wasn't mentally handling it as well. It just, I don't know, if I did have a nitpick, that guy's death, he could have killed a few more of the guards.
I agree. I was very upset that he didn't kill more guards. I felt like it was just really stupid, honestly.
Yeah, he was right there next to that one, and it was like he almost looked at him and then just looked away for some reason. That part was kind of weird. But I liked the stuff with the major being the blonde dudes. I wish I could remember his name.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember any names. I wish I knew the actor of like Pete.
Yes, literally. Forgive us on the names and such. I only watched it once in the theaters, and I'll definitely watch it again when it comes out, though.
Yeah.
But yes, the part with the major and how that one guy turned out to be his son, I actually caught that at the beginning and how he said son, and I could not tell if he was just like being like son, like in like a country way, or if it was actually his son. Then it did end up being his son. I really liked that reveal, even though they didn't take it very far. It still added a little bit of layer to that guy's character, and the major also. I thought that was neat.
Yes.
What were some of your favorite parts of the game?
I liked the hill when they started going up the steep hill, and then like half of everybody got killed off immediately. I thought that was
Damn, over a hill?
Yeah.
Yes.
They had already been walking for like a full day or something, and they were all like so exhausted.
And none of them knew about it except the guy who turns out to be the major's son. He's like, actually, last year this same thing happened where half the people died on that hill because it's in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m, and then there's this giant, massive hill, and it takes a whole bunch of them out. That part's super crazy. It feels, I don't know, very like trippy, dream statey, because the dude is like falling in and out of sleep, and there's all these like strobe lights. Me and Gabe were wondering when we watched it if you counted those gunshots, if every death is actually accounted for, because at the beginning of the movie, all 50 of the dudes are introduced. You see their face and their name, And so I'm very curious if every individual death is actually accounted for on that part, or if it's just like a random type thing. The ending was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm sure it probably left other people wanting more the way it like physically ends, but the fact that okay, so the fact that Ray died and Pete lived was awesome, because the whole movie we kept on wondering what happens. So they have to wait an hour in between each time they get a strike, and on the fourth strike they just instantly shoot you. But none of the times does it show a point where they've gone so long without losing a strike that they're just in the middle of doing some random shit and then get shot on their fourth strike. And at the very end, finally, that happens when the homie just stops walking and they just instantly shoot him because he was on his fourth strike. And I thought that was awesome that they finally did that. And I just also really wanted to see Pete's character win. I mean, he seemed like he deserved it. I don't know. I loved his character so much throughout the movie. And when we first started the movie, I honestly kind of hated the main guy. He just seemed like some chump that would play World of Warcraft. And not that I love nerdy shit. I play video games. That came out wrong. He just did not seem like, I don't know. They all seemed like they really struggled. They all came from this really hard place and really needed that shit. And he just seemed like some mama's boy dude with a little bit of daddy issues. And he just didn't come off very likable. But you immediately get attached to all the characters. He definitely was a very awesome dude. But I still, in the end, did not want to see him win, and I was very happy when he died. Not because I hated his character, but just because that, I don't know, I wanted to see that other guy win. I didn't want to see him when he was very still. Obviously, could have walked a lot longer when the other guy was like at the end of his string. So to see him try and give up for the other guy, I mean, I get it emotionally, part wise, like awesome stuff there. But no, I did not want to see that happen.
Yeah, Pete was definitely my favorite character as well.
Oh yeah, Pete.
And he was my favorite character in Romulus also.
Yes, that actor.
That actor is killing it.
He is literally
He's
the
making
best.
like great choices with like the roles he's like selecting or whatever. Or like
Yes.
the roles he's like getting, they're like badass.
Also, I felt like
I feel like that says something about him as an actor.
yes, definitely. Or maybe it's his management who's helping him get those gigs. But either way, he's definitely, his career is shooting up. That guy's a legend. I felt like those. I don't know how it compares to the book, but I did like how diverse the group of people was and how different they all were, and the way they portrayed them to be so different. Like there was a few dudes that had like country accents, but they were like different types of country people. Like one dude was Louisiana. There was this one crazy guy that seemed kind of like he was like a crack-headed dude that would be from around here. I don't know.
From like Oklahoma or something.
Yeah, exactly. They did I don't know, it was just really cool how they represented America and all these different people and stuff. I don't know, I feel like the other movies try and do that and don't do it nearly in a way that feels so genuine. Mm-hmm. And it felt very very genuine in everyone's portrayal and the level of diversity of characters.
Yeah, I haven't read that book, but I've read a lot of Stephen King's books, and that's kind of what he's really, really good at, is creating a lot of characters in his books that all have very, like, particular, like, individual, like you said, they're just very diverse and very different, and they have like a lot of personality and stuff. Like they're just very realistic and like creative, like characters.
Yes,
like,
and I wonder how much the characters were fleshed out in the book. Like if it's just the people who made the movie or the book. Definitely let us know in the comments if anyone's read the book.
I would assume that they're fleshed out even more so. Just
I would hope so.
The way that Stephen
Wasn't that
King
like his
usually
first
writes.
book to get
I
published?
think I heard it was one of his.
It was supposedly his first book that he ever wrote.
Holy
But the first
shit.
book that he ever published was Carrie.
I see. Well, that's
what,
crazy
Carrie
though.
with the fucking pig blood?
Yeah.
That was him?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Good old Stevie. Well, I pray more of his books get adapted at that level. I mean, all the characters, like he was saying, were so realistic. Like none of them felt forced at all. They all felt like they were meant to be there. It felt like a real place somewhere out there that was happening. You know, all felt very grounded. That's what I'm trying to say. It was good, despite how kind of far fetched everything was. I don't know. And they definitely tried to cover some like big issues in the movie, like the idea of choice itself. Like one of the dudes was saying he's never known anyone to not sign up for the long walk because you really don't have a choice to sign up for the long walk the way society is living in the movie.
Like you just need that money so bad.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
You need
like nobody who does this like has a choice.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's such a strong topic and so crazy.
It
like
is.
the idea
That's
of
topical.
yes, very deep stuff there. Love to see it, and they hit it all in such a good way. It's for me personally, I find it hard to find things that were bad about the movie, but also it always depends on what you were expecting. I feel like everything I was expecting out of the movie, I got tenfold.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I hope we covered everything. I'm sure there's probably one or two things about the movie I'm going to remember later that I wanted to talk about, but this has been a glorious review. Look forward to talking about more. I think probably the next one we'll review is Predator in November. That shit's going to be amazing. Highly look forward to that. This has been Tattoo Review Time.
Hell yeah.
Legendary.